Or do you even know that? Because here's the thing.
Well, also, are they Christians because they love the Lord? Even if you're dating somebody who is saved, they can still be not right-minded.
Yeah. So, what was it? Are they Christians? Because here's the thing. There's going to come a point in history where you're going to go one way and they're going to go the other way. So we need to ask ourselves, how do we build eternal relationships? The first thing we need to do is that we need to have a new starting point. Like who in here has a boyfriend or girlfriend? Tabitha, I'm glad you raised your hand. I'm glad you had the courage. What attracted you? Like what's the starting point of your relationship with you and Pearson? The starting point. Like why? Like what do y'all have in common? Yeah. And you're really goofy as well. Did you hear that? They're both saved. Because here's what we do. We start relationships based on things that we have in common. And the things that we have in common are worldly things. So, if you have... Here's the thing. There are entire churches based on around people's hobbies. Like the hobby of rodeo. They have like cowboy churches based around. Like they have hip-hop churches based on people that rap. They have skateboarding churches based on laughter churches. Here's the thing. Rodeos are temporal. Like rapping is temporal. We're not going to be busting rhymes in heaven, at least I hope not.
I disagree. Most of your times. Anyways.
You're like, I'm sure Lecrae is going to be in heaven.
Yeah, I'm sure God raps.
Probably. I'm predestined not to rap before the foundation of the earth. Oh, dang it. So the thing that we have in common is the most important thing. The Bible says the thing that we have in common with a person that when we're in a relationship with them should be our salvation. Because here's the thing, that's going to last forever. Like, our taste in music, that changes. I remember the music that I used to listen to when I was 14. It's completely different. Like, I was a big Nirvana fan when I was 14. The biggest Kurt Cobain fan. I really don't really care for that anymore, to be honest with you. So that changes. So if I base my relationship on that thing, it's going to be temporal and it's not going to last. So the starting point for our relationship should be the thing that we have in common with other people, and it should be Jesus. Now, what about our unsaved friends? What should we have in common with them? How should we start that relationship? What do you think, Amanda? What? Make sure they're saved. Like Paul said that he was a debtor to all men. It says that in the first in Romans chapter 1. Like he saw himself as in debt to everybody that didn't know the gospel. He was indebted to them to share the gospel with them. The starting point for all of our relationships should be, are you a Christian? Are you saved? And if that's not the starting point, the relationship shouldn't go any deeper. Does that make sense? Who in here does that makes perfect sense to? Also, we need a new starting point. Also, we need a new way to attract. Like, what attracted you to Pearson, Tabitha? Keep in mind. Being taped. What attracted you to Pearson? The red hair. We'll move on. Think about it. Who in here has ever dated somebody? I want you to think, what attracted you to that person? Chuck? Good looks. Yeah. You're honest. I appreciate that. Here's the thing. Looks are important. Because if you were to say looks are not important, you're lying. Who wants to date somebody that's ugly? I don't see any hands up. dates me, obviously. Is that what you're going to say? Anyway, a new thing to be attracted to. Here's the thing. When we're attracted to the things of the world, that's going to fade away. Who in here has ever seen a really, really, really hot 90-year-old woman?
90?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
You never... Okay, let's be goofy now. Let's stop. How about like a 90-year-old man? Like, are you attracted to 90-year-old men, Darian? Why not? Because they're old. What about you, John? Are you attracted to like the really, really old ladies?
Oh, come on.
Why not? Come on,
So
man.
wise. Look at all they know.
Look at all they know. No, I want you to think seriously about this. The fact that they're really old and their looks have faded away, what's that say about basing your relationship on looks? The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 30,